This is more about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic. Samuel Pepys here, reporting as the year 0 CE draws to a close. The epidemic is great in one way, and that is to remind us that life is a mystery. Who am I? And what am I supposed to be doing? And why? We fill our lives with mundane tasks that mask the mystery. And many of the stories that we follow in books, on TV, or in the movies are mysteries in one way or another. Pale shadows of the primal mystery that encompasses us all. An unsolvable mystery. And that is why we take such pleasure in solving lesser mysteries. Tiger Woods broke his leg and shattered his right ankle. I don't know what caused the accident, but from what I heard, he's lucky he survived. People on Google go to see the road he was on. Apparently, he crossed a median, went off the road, flipped, and fell into a ravine, and lived. COVID-19 lyrics alert. I heard a guy on the radio say that one of the great lines of a lyric in rock and roll was Bob Seger's "Wish I Didn't Know Now What I Didn't Know Then," from the song Against the Wind. I would second that. And I would say, pause a moment to consider it. Let it sink in. And if you can say, I don't think that applies to me, I would say, give it a few years, my friend. It will. We do come upon an awareness that is only brought to us by age. And so we see that time teaches. They say that history teaches. I'm not so sure of that. But I do know that time, that taskmaster, teaches. Something I read in a book. It's a quote by a gay man who was a showrunner, let's say a kind of an executive producer of TV programs in Hollywood. So that's the world he is considering. But I think it could apply now or soon to every subset in our society. He said, the whole point is to bring the new group of people. Kick the old white fucks out and bring in the new people. That's just desserts, I guess. But that is not a happy message or farewell for this old white fuck. Not exactly passing the baton. Extending that, I read a book of essays about television written by a woman who described herself as a critic. The cover of the book says she writes for the New Yorker, so prestige there, and she won a Pulitzer Prize. She mostly writes about shows that appear on HBO and FX or Netflix or Amazon, a few old network shows too. These shows are mostly made by women, or gay men and women, and blacks, both straight and gay, and some transgenders and people who say they are queer. Many are naturals for show business. Gay men are often called drama queens, and they have that unmistakable flair. I have seen very few of these shows. She says that some of them are art, true masterworks. I'm glad the audience has expanded beyond the old white fucks who dominated Hollywood, and I can see how that would make the shows and series different. But I'm not sure it makes them automatically better. Some of these show creators operate with a chip on their shoulder. That's understandable. They had to work extra hard just to be heard. So now their attitude is very much in your face. Along with bending the gender lines, there is a lot of horror, gore, murder, and freaks. Anything to get attention. But I wonder, is Mary Tyler Moore with tits or full frontal nudity and sex, is that better? An all-black cast is new. Is it better? Lesbians and transgender characters face fresh challenges to survive and develop. But is their tragedy deeper? I can see the triumph in the simple recognition. I do get that. I don't know about any of this. I haven't seen many of the shows. They weren't aimed at me. I'm an old white fuck. Some of them that I did see had a nice energy and a tangible vibe, and I can appreciate that. These people have been fantastically successful, richly rewarded, and warmly celebrated, thoroughly vetted, as it were. They are big deals in the industry now. They're calling the shots. Hell, even their critics are winning Pulitzers. They are the new face of entertainment in America, and, for the most part, I have not seen them. Television has been something of a national guide, wouldn't you say? A Dante during this time. And I think it's important, and I will have more to say about it.